So these ladies here are the original crew that that I started working with 5 years ago. We wanted it initially to be a microfinance project, so that I'd bring in the beads, so that I'd sort of bring in the beads and to start the business for them, then sort of explain the concept of sort of making and saving, so they'd have enough to then buy their own materials and for the business to continue.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, that didn't last so well or go on for very long, because all the ladies in the community wanted to work within the project, and so they were saying, why is Antonia only working with 20 when there's so many of us? And so microfinance wasn't really possible, and so instead we've got together over 110 ladies now to make it into per piece. So I'm still doing designs and buying the materials, but then each lady gets paid for the piece that she does, and so each individual bag. So this is Tuteli's bag that she made. This is Margaret Coteau's bag that she made. So each lady has her kind of own identity within a piece of art, effectively. And at the end of each month, each lady then gets paid for the pieces that she's completed. And the whole reason why we started the project was a lady came around and gave a report saying that the women of this area, their skills were very low, their organisation was non-existent. And so this kind of incensed me. I thought, that's ridiculous. I know these ladies, I know they're capable of doing amazing things. And that's how it started 5 years ago. And now look at their skills. They're making some beautiful, beautiful items that do hopefully translate to the outside world. So it's harnessing their skills, because they make obviously their beautiful traditional necklaces that they wear day in, day out, and for ceremonies. And it has been part of their sort of status symbol and wealth and sign of prosperity since time began. And now it's trying to utilise those amazing skills and get them sort of known to the outside world, which, fingers crossed, will start happening. This was an idea that a friend of mine came up with, was sort of old, well not old, but maybe sort of second-hand clothes and bits and pieces, simple vest tops and tank tops that weren't being used or just weren't that kind of fun or interesting, was to bead the top of them, so they're a bit more kind of jazzed up. So that was, another idea, and the whole kind of concept we've called, or the project is called Waste Not, Want Not. So the idea was sort of recycling things and reusing where you can, and not throwing anything away, and sort of harnessing what's already there, either in the natural environment or things that people would see as a kind of an old, waste project that they give to a charity shop, or they just throw away, and we can make it into something really pretty. So we're selling it in the AnTassia gift shop, as well as a small shop in the Nuki, in the nearest town, and a couple of other lodges. But the hope is to kind of take it overseas, to England, maybe to America, to really give these ladies a chance, because with all of them here, their money goes towards these guys, their education. They're putting them into school. And the hope is to then open a bank account and start pulling it together. For now, each lady's saying she's putting it directly to her family, but the idea is, to get it into more of a conglomerate really later on down the line.
How much does it cost to send the children to school?
Per term it's 3,000 shillings, which in dollars, is that $40?
Yeah, $40.
It's about $40 a term.
So how long's a term?
A term is
3 months.
3 months. So
How much do the ladies make per bag?
The ladies make per bag 2,000 shillings. So that is 25. Yeah.
So if they sell one bag, 2 bags, they can send one child to school for
a term.
For a term.
Yeah.
For 3 months.
Exactly. The other thing, obviously, it goes towards is food.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sort of day-to-day living. And for these ladies, they're so busy at home they're collecting the water, collecting the firewood, building the houses, the building where they live, and looking after their kiddies, and quite often tending goats. And so time is limited, which means there's no other form of employment for them because they're too valuable at home, so they can't seek work elsewhere. And also, a lot of them haven't had the opportunity to go through school themselves, so they don't have a skill set other than all their amazing feeding. And so this is a way of them being able to exist at home and earn a living from being very, very excited about it. As you can see, but it could be something really quite huge, because each lady is committed to her own family, and if she's saying, well, I'm going to put that to my kids' school, I'm going to put that to feeding my family better, and we can talk about it, so this is, responsibly where you're putting your money, then it could be, it could mean great things for the next generation, for all of these guys.
Little piece of me you can't have, and I know that it's driving you mad. Little part inside you can't reach, I'm afraid this the way it's gonna be. There's a part of you that wants to fight, but I never really had the appetite. And I feel my feelings won't speak, words will be taken